The next type of connective tissue is nervous tissue. Let us discuss about nervous tissue in detail. Often, you must have identified singer by merely listening song, or you might have guessed what is being cooked in the kitchen by mere smell of it. When you happen to touch any hot object, instantly you take back your hand. Who helps us to do this? Of course, nervous tissue. Nervous tissue enables us to respond to stimuli like touch, sound, odor, temperature, etc. The cells of nervous tissue present in sensory organs detect changes happening in the surrounding and pass this information in the form of electric signals to the brain. Brain interprets these signals and response of our body to the stimuli is decided, and this message of correct action is conveyed to the skeletal muscles in the form of electric impulses and appropriate action is taken. Nervous tissue is made up of two types of cells, neurons and neuroglia. Neurons are cells which actually transmit information in the form of electric signals, and glia cells or neuroglia are also called as glia cells, act as supportive unit to carry out this function of sending information in the form of electric signals. This year we will study structure and function of neurons or nerve cells. They are longest cells in human body. Sometimes even they are 1 meter long. They are present around brain, spinal cord, and they form network that spreads all over the body. They are present one after the other, forming chain-like structures, but have a very small gap between two neurons called as synapse or synaptic gap. Let us study diagram of neuron. The main cell body, that is called as cyton, has cytoplasm, nucleus, and other cell organelles. This part performs the function like any other cell, that is production of proteins, energy, etc. From main cell body, fiber-like projections arise. They are called as dendrons, and then they further branch out to form dendrites. These are very sensitive and delicate. They detect changes and electric impulses are generated here in dendrites. The longest dendrite is called as axon, which terminates again into small branches or branch-like structures called as nerve endings. They are called as axon terminals also. The electric impulses are formed or created in dendrites. Electric impulses travel from dendrites to main cell body, then to axon, and from axon to nerve endings or axon terminals. In the diagram, apart from these three main parts, which three main parts I am talking about? Dendrites, then cell body, cyton, and axon. So apart from these three main parts, there are few other parts are also shown. Let us talk about them also. Around the axon, you can see presence of myelin sheath. Much like insulation around the electric wiring at your home, this is also insulation. Sheath means close fitting cover. Insulation is required for axons because they also carry electric impulses. And this is formed, or this myelin sheath is secreted by Schwann cells. Now what are Schwann cells? Schwann cells are the type of glia cells. There are various types of glia cells. So Schwann cells are one type of glia cells. Their job is to form myelin sheath. Then you can see NISSL granules present in cell body. They secrete extra proteins required for functioning of neuron. Node of Ranvier is a gap in the insulating sheath or axon that serves to facilitate this rapid conduction of nerve impulses. All of you know well, to conduct electricity, even as minute as these electrical impulses, ions are required. These nodes of Ranvier allow ions to diffuse in and out of neurons, means to keep steady flow of ions for conduction of electric signals. These nodes of Ranvier are required. Very last part of nerve endings or axon terminals are synaptic knobs. At the synaptic knob, electric impulses are converted into chemicals. Messages in the form of chemicals pass through synaptic gap, and once again by the dendrites of the next neuron, these messages are detected and are converted into electric impulses. So in the next neuron also, electric impulses are created in dendrites. They pass from dendrites to cell body, then from cell body to axon, from axon to axon terminals. And once again, at synaptic knob of next neuron, these chemical messages, these electrical messages are converted into chemicals. And this cycle keeps on repeating till the message reaches to the desired destination. Here, I have given in the rating the information about main parts of the neuron. This year, we will concentrate or focus only on three main parts of the neuron, that is cell body, dendrites and axon. But to understand perfect functioning of this neuron, I have given you information about other parts too. You need to practice drawing the diagram of neuron. You should be able to draw well-labeled diagram of neuron.